What's up? Welcome to day 26. My name is Jason Littrell, and today I want to talk about. I'm obsessed with the success of independent businesses, bars, and brands. Kind of throw that out there. Today I was on a run, and it was the first run that I'd been on in probably 3 4 months, and not long run. I don't go for crazy long runs. It was like literally 2.5 miles over the Williamsburg Bridge and back. And what I was thinking about was like, this is really good for me. This is something that I should probably do quite a bit and so I was thinking about lead and lag indicators. Now, the lag indicator was I actually went for a run, or you could also argue that a lag indicator is that I have better cardiovascular health, or better mindset, or better mental clarity because I went for a run. So that would be a lag indicator. Like exactly how much would be a lag indicator. Now, a lead indicator would be um, am I putting out my shoes and my socks before that happens? Am I influencing the process? So in small businesses, there's lead indicators and lag indicators. Now, lead indicators are like the process. Lag indicators are like the result of the process. So this is why I obsess over the process all the time. This is why I go to you, like you'll hear me talk about process management, process engineering a lot, because it's so vitally important to have a process and refine it. Um, you know, uh, I keep on banging this drum, but it's like everything is a process. Everything is a process. Like whether it's getting your kids ready for school, or if it's going live in the morning, or if it's like preparing yourself for success, running a marathon, whatever it is, it's always a process because you can't just wake up and say, "All right, I'm going to run a marathon today." When you think of these things in terms of process, then if you're a brand, for instance, and if you're like, okay, well, um, I am obsessed with the sales numbers. Like now, that is a lag indicator. So that is a result of a process. That's a result of some things that you've done in the past. Some things that you've done that led to that result, but it's not really the cause of that result. The cause of the result is the lead indicator of the process. So what you do is you'd say, okay, well, how do we influence the lag indicator with the lead indicator? And what I would say is, you would establish like the process that you do of the things that you do every day, the things that you do every week, and the things that you do every month, and you have a consistent through line that has a beginning, middle, and end point that you're able to measure. And then if you're able, then it's basically like, let's pretend it's sales, like just direct sales. And you're like, okay, well, if I make 100 phone calls, then 20 people are going to be interested in what I have, and then 3 people are going to buy. So you'd have a 3% conversion, or 20% conversion on the call, and then a 3% conversion on the sale. And so the lag indicator would be the lifetime value of that customer, or the actual cash value of that sale. But the lead indicator is the 100 calls that went in. And so your job is, if you're trying to make projections, is to either optimize that conversion ratio, or to get more phone calls in. If you're converting only 3%, I would say maybe you can think about your script a little bit. But the idea is, focus on the lead indicators, and the lag indicators will kind of sort themselves out. So, today on a run, I just wanted to make sure that you don't smoke a pack of cigarettes the morning before you go for a run. You put your shoes out and your socks out, so you don't have, it's one less thing to think about. You remove the barriers. Removing the barriers to the result or the outcome that you want is part of the lead indicators that you're looking for to help you get to where you want to be. And so, just lead indicators, lag indicators are just a concept that I was thinking about because I want to run every day. It makes me feel good. I enjoy it. But how do I remove the factors that would make me not want to do it? Because I know what I know what the lag indicators are. Like I'll be healthier. I'll maybe live longer. Enjoy the time that I have more. But the lead indicator is like, did I wake up and put on my shoes every day? And if so, did I put my keys in my pocket and walk out the door and just start running? So that's the kind of stuff that I think about as far as lead and lag indicators. And so you may have noticed that my daily video is part of how I get into this process of being a world-class performer, which is what my goal is. I want to be a world-class performer. And so it's part of, the part of my process is I do this and I make the Canva thumbnail, and then I summarize this for the email that some of you get, and then I put this on as a LinkedIn newsletter. And then what I'm going to do today is further refine the process in my system called Nifty, and rip the audio from this and turn it into a podcast, like a daily 5-minute podcast. What's the big deal, right? No big deal. And each of these has a time value attached to the amount of time it takes me. So like I'm willing to spend a certain amount of time marketing myself and my business every day. Um, but um, but at a certain point, it's going to be like I need to hand off part of this process off. And so if you're able to hand off the lead indicators to other people and have them perform those tasks at a high level, then you've become scalable, and then you've started to turn into this thing. So almost everything that I do, like there's two things that I have to do that are part of my morning process, that are part of my lead indicators, that are part of my process every morning. One of them is doing this video. I have to do this video. Now the good news is I can do it from anywhere. I can do it literally with a cell phone. I can do it from anywhere. And the second part of it is to write the email that summarizes this. I have to do that, one, because I love it; two, because it codifies the thoughts and ideas that I have; and three, it's just that's a good, purveyor. It's a good way to get my personality out there, which is what people are attracted to, or unattracted to, and that is a personal thing for me. So, but the rest of it, pressing play, copying, pasting, you know, ripping, publishing, uploading, downloading, um, chopping up into smaller pieces, all that stuff can be done by somebody else. And so, I spend my days articulating the process, because the more the process is refined, then the outputs are multiples of the inputs. So if I spend 20 minutes doing this video, then it could yield a blog post. It could yield, 5 1-minute snippets. It could be, just little short form videos and posts, and like it just can be a million other things. But more so for me, it just helps me kind of solidify and be responsible and accountable for my ideas and thoughts. Because when I get feedback, when people don't like what I'm saying, then I hear it, and I get the opportunity to rethink whatever it was that pissed them off. But yeah, that's kind of why I do it. But yeah, lead indicators, lag indicators. Focus on the lead indicators. All right, see you next time.